Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to New Forest Morphs. And this afternoon I've got my beautiful daughter Emily joining me. Thank you, Emily, for coming in.
You're welcome.
And thank you for being our camera lady today. And Emily, if we've got time at the end, I might show her a little surprise at the end, because we're preparing for Christmas and Emily has requested a special Christmas present that I'm thinking about at the moment. So I'm going to ask our viewers to vote thumbs up if you think Emily should get this particular pet, thumbs down if you think she shouldn't get it, okay? But before we go that far, today we're going to be talking about the beautiful cinnamon gene. And up on the screen, Emily, if you'd like to show our viewers what we've got here. Any idea what that is?
Well, it says cinnamon Suma pied.
It's a cinnamon Suma pied. And what does Suma stand for?
Super mahogany.
Super mahogany, absolutely. Emily's excellent. So Emily, you're training to be a veterinary nurse, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So I've decided to upgrade your position here at New Forest Morphs to chief nurse in our facilities. Okay, so you'll be our chief veterinary nurse here. So if we get any animals that need extra love and attention, you're going to be the nurse coming on board to help them, okay? So you're already taking care of 4 of our clutch that were rusty, the defected snakes that we had that were pied.
Yeah.
They were from a cinnamon pied clutch as well. And that brings us on nicely onto the topic of how can we avoid kinking in the panda pied project. Now the panda pied project is normally a cinnamon to a pied, and you get something that looks like this. But most of them that people produce are kinked. About 80 to 90% of us who have had a go, and we had a go last year, and we had 2 white panda pieds, which actually had complete white and no black head and no black on the tail, and they were called white panda pieds, and they're quite rare. But both of them were severely kinked, unfortunately. So there is a problem between crossing cinnamon with cinnamon, that if you put them together, there's a chance that you're going to end up with some severe kinking. There are methods that people have adopted that have helped to reduce the kinking. One of them is to reduce the temperature on the incubation. So instead of running at 89, you might drop it down to 86, 87 and do a more slower, steady cooking of the eggs, and that can help. But I think Justin Kabalka's come up with a really good idea, is to use what they call the Suma pied. And here you can see what he's done. He's taken a mahogany and a mahogany, brought them together over a 5-year project, and then he's put a cinnamon to it. Now this is actually not Justin's snake. This credit goes to P5 Pythons, and I'm going to be sourcing, at least trying to find, either a mahogany het pied male or a mahogany pied male, because I've got about 5 or 6 panda pied girls that'll be ready next year, and if I can source a really good male that I can put to them rather than using a cinnamon, I'm going to use a mahogany to try to produce some panda pieds, and that'll be a really exciting project. So we'll let you know how that goes. Now you can see they're not cheap. This one's coming in at $5,800 US. So, but if I go back a step, you can see what's available in the US market, and you can see here this is a Suma Mystic pied, which is actually more, $7,000. You can see that it's brown, but when you add the cinnamon to it, it goes black. Now I'm shooting for a really black panda pied because I think they're gorgeous, but that's a good close. So you see how the mahogany becomes much deeper browns, and then this one is a Suma pied. You can see there's black and brown there, and that's a Suma pied. So Suma pieds are about $6,000, and this one here I think represents really good value because it's got the cinnamon in as well. I say good value, it's still a lot of money, but in the if we look at what's available in Europe by going up here, you can actually see if there's anything in Europe, and you can see we've got absolutely 0 in Europe. Let's see if we've got any mahoganies. So if we go to the filters and we take out Suma, we put pied, and then we put mahogany, which is that one there. You can search, and then if you go to here, say go, let's see, there's no mahogany pied in Europe. Looks as though I'm going to have to import something from the US at this rate.
Just get a mahogany het pied.
So let's see if we can find a mahogany het pied. So we go to filters and we think, okay, that's mahogany het pied. Het pied. And we end up with Do you think we're going to get anything?
Nope.
Nothing's available! Nothing's available! I'm making them reach my project!
She's gonna have to get a normal mahogany.
More normal. Okay, let's go and
They
find
probably
a
don't
normal.
even sell them here.
Okay, let's just get a mahogany and create our own het pied. Is there a mahogany out there? Oh my goodness me, let's have a look. There's no mahoganies!
It's an American thing.
I can't believe it. I think I'm making a mistake on my search facility. Let me see what I'm doing. Silly me, I forgot to set the price below £5,000. That's why we're struggling. So, if I put the price to 0, see if we can do this. And let's see what we can get. We might find there's a few on the market. And there are. So, let's see what a base gene of mahogany and what it looks like. So, there's your mahogany het pied. €530. So, they are available in Europe. Now, if I want to see if they're in the UK, there's another facility on here that we can click on options, and you'll see you can choose by country down here. Enter your location from a country. So if I say the UK, tick that box. See if there's any British breeders out there. There are, and that's what's available in the UK. So Crystal Palace is doing a straight mahogany for 225. Let's have a look at what that looks like in here. So there we go. That one looks like it's in shed. Can you see? Blue eyes. So that isn't the best way of taking a picture in shed, but that's what the mahogany looks like. And that comes up as a base gene of 225. So we could buy a male, put it to one of my pied girls and produce a mahogany. And I could even put him to one of my cinnamon pied girls.
Is that mahogany 100% albino in the corner, or het pied?
Which one we got there? This one here?
Yeah.
$5.95. Hognose. Let's have a look. That could be the one I'm after. So what have we got here?
Het clown.
Het clown. And mahogany and clown, by the way, is beautiful. So that's what the mahogany looks like. And that's the het clown. So that isn't really what we want. So let's see if there's a mahogany het pied. Is there one there? There doesn't seem to be one there, does there? So I think we're going to have to go to Europe if we want to get our het pied. So let's go to Europe and have a look at the... So this is how we are searching for those. I'm going to have to open up from United Kingdom to the whole of Europe. So if I say any, and then go and see what the European market has for us. Now I think that one there looks beautiful. It's because not only do you want one that looks beautiful, you want to go for a high quality mahogany. So you've got to have an eye for detail. Now I look at that and think, that's a beautiful looking mahogany. See how deep the blacks are? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful snake. So if I was going to go for a mahogany, now that one's a pastel mahogany, and it's het pied, but it's also 66% het albino, and the price is coming in at $5.30. So I reckon that represents really good value for money. So that would be on my short list of possibilities, but then you might have to allow 20% for tax, and maybe another £75 for currying, so not cheap. So you could be in for about £750 to get into that project. Now I can see that Emily's getting hot. Do you want me to open up the windows a little bit for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
It's wet in a bit.
It's very mild here in the UK, so we don't want Emily getting too hot. But let's just have a look and see what else we've got. Let's see what the pastel mahogany albinos look like. So this video is turning into a mahogany and Suma pied video. So we're going to have a look and see what that looks like. What do you think, Emily? Because you love albino.
Very pretty.
Are you liking?
Yeah.
And that's coming at $6.50, so that's kind of an interesting project. You put that into pied, be very interesting. So let's see if there's any others. Any others that take your fancy?
Mm. The blackhead cinnamon's nice.
Oh, where's
We've
that
got
one?
that.
Where's
I don't think it has
Where's the blackhead cinnamon?
that one. That your fingers.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, Emily likes that one. Ooh, 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 very nice, Emily, very nice.
Your head's in the way of the...
Sorry.
Oh,
What do you think?
very pretty.
Is this a white head or black head? I mean a black head. Yeah. So a black head, and that is a... Zooming in on my nose, are you looking for a black head? I can squeeze a black head out if you like. So, what? Look at the jeans on this, and it's £1,500. Let's see what you're getting for that. They're the jeans. red jean, cinnamon, enchi, black hen, mojave, ringer, mahogany, and 100% het for orange ghost. Whippy! Emily's, you're putting me in a funny mood today, you know that. So I think, let's have a look and see what the next page has to offer us. These are the ones that are sold. So there you go. Right, let's go and look at some snakes. Should we go look at some snakes?
Sure.
Come on then, Emily. Now, you've selected one or two that we were going to put under the light box. And we're going to stay with the pied theme, and we're going to stay with the cinnamon pied theme. And I think we'll start off, Emily, by having a look at our new baby cinnamon pied girl, which I think is Biscuit. She's in there. She was born on the 18th of June 2021. So she's about 4 months old. And there she is. She's loving her food at the moment. She's nailing rat fluffs. And she's a perfect example of a cinnamon pied. And I'm trying to remember the parents on that one. I think it was... Do you want to put it in the light box, Emily?
Sure.
I'll take the camera and then you can weigh it, and then you can put it in the light box.
I'll weigh it.
Yeah, weigh it first. And we can record the weight.
251.
251. And then once it's in the light box, you can zoom in and have a look at it. Or maybe shall I do that? Let's move the bin out of the way. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. Isn't she lovely? Oh, Emily. She's beautiful. And the daddy would be Elvis, who's our Elvis is our cinnamon pied. And the mummy was Phoenix, which is Jared's now 100% Hetford pied girl. And I think she's a beautiful example of a cinnamon pied. Look at that wonderful head stamp. Absolutely beautiful. Right, back to you, Emily. Very carefully put her back. Okay, let's move on to her brother, who's not a cinnamon pied, but he is a beautiful pied. And his name is Peter. He was born obviously on the same day. And go carefully. And hopefully he's weighing in. He wants to be fed, doesn't he? Now we fed our babies on Wednesday, so let's weigh him first and see what he's weighing in at. Thank you, Emily.
212.
212. So.
Okay.
He needs your handling, Emily. He needs your love and attention. Oh, he's a little bit shy, but he's a beautiful, beautiful snake. Jared loves this guy a lot. Just look at those beautiful patterns. And he's 212. And there's Peter. And he called him after a famous actor that's on one of your films, Emily. Peter...
Dinklage.
Yeah, I don't know what. Oh, because he thinks there's Jared thinks this could be a Dinker project. So he's going to call him Peter Dinker. And he thinks there's a hidden gene in here that he's looking at the patterns, the colour and the intensity. So we'd normally sell our male pieds, but because of his patterns are so unusual and intense, we're going to try and prove out, see whether he's got anything else going on there. And that's the nice thing about the hobby, is you can get these really unusual genes that appear from nowhere and you wonder what they are. There could be some hidden genes in everything. So he's an absolute star, isn't he beautiful? So Emily, I'll let you put him back. What I like about him is look how intense his dark, if you look at the dark contrast, I'm going to zoom in on his contrast, see how deep blacks he's got, and then he's got those bright golds. That's what we like. We love to see contrast in our snakes. Right, carefully put him back, Emily.
I will try.
He's going to tag you. I think you'll be okay. Yeah, let me just say, when you're in here, Emily, give these two a bit more love and attention, because I've got a feeling that with your attention they will definitely do well. Now what have we got up there? What's the other one?
This is a cinnamon het pie.
This is a cinnamon het pied. So this is from the same clutch. Let's weigh that one. Let's see how she's doing.
$225.
225. And we'll have a look. I think she might be moving into shed. I'm not sure. She looks darker than usual, but there we go. If you like your cinnamons. Get a load of that. I mean, that is just stunning. Now, I think at these sizes, Emily, it's lovely to see these hatchlings putting on weight and looking so healthy. And
Yeah, you've got a couple bigger ones.
yes, and we've got the first clutch to show everyone, which is staying with the cinnamon theme. So that one is going into shed a little bit, but hopefully she'll be. They are getting more and more used to us, and they're less taggy now. So, and there was one down here I was going to show as well. Which one is that one? Is that we'll come back to that one. I think that one's a fire DG. But let's go to the other cinnamons, Emily. And what have we got here?
There's a cinnamon head clown.
So this is from Toast's first clutch of, I think she had 10 babies. And she gave us a massive clutch, and they were big as babies, but you can see how big they are. I mean, they must be over 300, I'm guessing. And she's a beautiful example of a cinnamon, and look, the babies are a beautiful example as well. Do you want to weigh it first, Emily, and then just see? We'll put them in the light box afterwards. I'm going to guess 350.
386.
386, and let's put that in the light box and have a little look. And there you go. You can see why Jared and I love our cinnamons, so they are beautiful. And we're going to get banana and clown into all these genes. Is that a boy or girl, Emily?
That's a female.
That's a female, and I think her name is Cinnabon.
Yeah.
So she's going to be part of our future breeding projects, and she's 100% het for clown. Yeah, so the father there would have been Joker, and he's a stunning example of a clown, as you can see from the other babies he's produced this year. And he's a stunning animal himself. So she's doing really well, coming on beautifully. And if I show you her mother's patterns, you'll see how beautiful her mother's patterns are. We're just going carefully because she did eat yesterday. This is the one that we think is going to go first for us again next year. And her name is Toast. We can just pull out a little bit more. And she's absolutely 3 kilogram girl. She's huge. She's bounced back from her earlier clutch. So, and we've checked her follicles. She's got 15 male follicles, and she's locked to Nova, which is our Mojave ultra male.
Nice.
So we're going for Savannah's, which is a Mojave cinnamon, 100% het for ultra male. Yeah. Right.
Get the boy
I'll
out.
slip her back, and then she's got a brother that we're also keeping, which I think his name is
Graham, I think.
Graham. Is it Graham?
Yeah.
As in this Graham's. I think it's Jared named them after cereals or toast, or they're all linked to toast. Really, they've all got like breakfast names or biscuit names. There we go. And another stunning example. This is Graham, and he's a bit smaller than his sister.
He looks like he could be getting into
Is
shed
he going
soon.
into shed? Well, let's just put him, see
Weigh
how
him.
much he weighs, and let's see how he looks under the light box.
363.
363, so he's doing good size. And let's have a little look at this fella here. Another beautiful cinnamon. He's just going into shed. So really intense and really dark. So anyone that's enjoying the cinnamon gene, hopefully is enjoying these. And then we'll put him back, Emily. Wonderful.
Do you want me to spray him down?
Yeah, you can spray him down if you like. Has he actually got a spray tag on there yet?
No.
No. So we use green for spray tags, and there is a red bottle over there, Emily. If you get the red bottle, I'll get the tags. And that helps us keep an eye on those animals that need a bit of extra love and attention. So Emily's going to spray down the rub and spray down the snake. We tend to increase the heat of the... he doesn't like water going in there. We do tend to increase the temperature of the water, because what that does, it means they don't cool. They're a lot better off just spraying them at, say, about 82 to 85. Okay, so we've looked at those. So I think that's all the hatchlings. There was just one other we were going to look at, Emily, which was the Fire DG boy, which I think is available. So if anyone falls in love with this boy, let me know. Our subscribers get a 25% discount on the price of any snake. So let's weigh him in. When was he born, Emily? Does it have a date on there?
18th of July.
18th of July. So if we say August, September, October, 3 months old, Weighing
219.
219. Let's have a look at him in the light box. So this is a beautiful fire, and Flame is the mother, and he is 100% het for Desert Ghost, so and 50% het for Caramel. Yeah. So Rambo would have been the daddy, and he's a visual Desert Ghost. So you've got 100% het for Desert Ghost. Fire and Desert Ghost together are a good, great looking combo. If you plug him into your Desert Ghost projects, you could end up with a fantastic looking animal. Yeah, the Fire and the Desert Ghost, double, very powerful genes. Right, so that's all the snake candy for today. And while Emily puts that back, I've also just got our Morph Market account opened, so let you know what's available. Now you'll see that we were going to sell Leonardo, but we've decided to take him off. We will be taking him off Morph Market, but that's the Christmas prize that we are putting out to those that subscribe to our channel and make a comment on the Christmas giveaway. But he's going to be giving us away as a Christmas present. We've had some lovely comments, and thank you. Keep them coming. We'll be leading this competition up towards Christmas, and these are the ones that are available at the moment. We've got that Fire 100% Het Desert Ghost we just showed you, which is £200, and if you're subscribed to our channel, you'll have a 25% discount, so we'll give you that for £150. And he's doubled his weight. That was 100 grams there. He's now 200 and something, is he?
Yeah.
So he's doubled in size. Here we've got a Cinnamon 100% Het Pied for £100, which I think we showed you some of those. And he is a boy, so if you're looking at getting into the Cinny Pied projects, he'd be a wonderful Cinnamon Het to get into the project. And over here we have a 100% Het Pied girl that's available for £150. So you could have those as a pair, produce some visual pieds with cinnamon in, so that would be a project worth £250. And if you're a subscriber, you can have the two for £200 and get into the project. Over here we've got a Cinnamon 100% Het Pied as well, which is 100, and there we've just sold one this weekend that Jazz organised, which was a 100% Het Clown that has gone off this weekend. We will be putting some more on the market soon, so please do keep an eye on our Morph Market account. And now I think at the end, Emily, I'll pass the camera over to you, and then we'll just have a wee look. How much time have we got?
It's been recording for 22 minutes.
So we've got a few minutes left. Let's have a wee look and see what I was going to share with you. Now, I have got a couple of videos that I think we'll do. Let's have a little look. Let's have a look and see if I can get my videos up. Library, history. This is the one I was going to show to see whether or not we should go for. We'll let the adverts go. So while the adverts are happening, Emily, you've got to try and convince our subscribers to buy this. We'll buy it for you if they want us to, but we want our subscribers to let me know whether we should get you this. Okay? Here it comes.
Tenrec, I should be better prepared. Wait.
Say hello to Remy. Remy is my female lesser hedgehog Tenrec. I have two females here at home. I also have a male as well. She looks a little bit like a hedgehog, doesn't she? Because she has these spines on her back. Although Remy here looks like a hedgehog, she's not even related to hedgehogs, not by quite a long shot. She's more related to elephants than to hedgehogs. The reason why she looks like a hedgehog is because of something called Convergent Evolution. Convergent Evolution is when two animals of a different species in sometimes completely different parts of the world can come up with the same method for protecting themselves and the same method for being able to survive in their environment. So the lesser hedgehog Tenrec has essentially used the same strategy as a hedgehog to be able to protect themselves. If she were threatened, she could roll into a ball, much like a hedgehog, and she'd be able to erect these spines here. They become very, very spiky. Right now, they're not very spiky. They kind of feel like a tangle teaser. They feel a lot like a hairbrush. Now, hedgehogs, when they're threatened, when they roll into a ball, you usually can't get them to open up. But with a Tenrec...
So, Emily, convince me and also convince our subscribers why you should have this as a Christmas
I
present.
already said I'd look after you in old age if you get me one.
Emily said that she's going to take care of him in my old age if I get her one. It's quite funny because Emily's creating quite a zoo here. I mean, we've got so many animals, haven't we? We've got a beautiful dog called Diesel that Emily's brought into our family. She's been twisting my little finger for the last how many years, Emily? 10 years?
Oh, my whole life.
No, Emily's really good at suggesting and
Manipulation.
and she's really good at manipulating mums and dads. So I'm sure a lot of parents will be familiar with her. So let us know if you guys think that we should get. And what's the name of the animal?
A Tenrec.
Tenrec. So if you think we should get a Tenrec, let us know.
Tenrec.
Tenrec.
It's
Let
a
us
lesser
know.
Tenrec.
Is there much? Do they live in vivs? What's the?
Yeah, you can. Some people keep them in cage, like in a cage, but.
And what do they eat? So they kind of.
They eat insects.
Insects?
So like worms.
Worms.
They can have pinkies, like
Pinkies, rats, even little rats.
Mhm.
Amazing. And do they bite?
Or mice.
Or they?
Yeah, they bite.
They do bite. So when you hand
But
them, though, do you have to
not only if they feel like they're being threatened.
be... Okay. So once you've kind of socialised the animal,
Yeah.
it's safe to hold. And
And they also eat cat kibble as well.
do they?
So we've already got most of the stuff.
Emily's got a couple of cats, so she's got a lot of the gear. So Mandy and I, my wife and I, Mandy, we're still thinking about it, but we could be swayed by our subscribers. So if we get lots of thumbs up on this video, it tells me that you want me to get her that for Christmas. Is that right, Emily?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting an email.
When we finish this video, Emily's going to share this video with all her friends just to get the thumbs up. Anyway, thank you everyone, and I hope you have all having a lovely weekend. It's always refreshing and lovely to have Emily in the facility. And later, we might even show Emily how to use the ultrasound and have a go at doing her first ultrasound.
Nice.
So that could be one to look forward to. Obviously, it's Remembrance Sunday this Sunday, and we'd like to send our love to all those families and who are remembering their loved ones that gave up so much for our freedoms. And it's with gratitude that we're able to enjoy the freedoms that we have, lest we forget. So it's goodbye from Emily.
Goodbye.
Goodbye from Palucho, Paolo or Paul, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching and have a lovely end to your weekend.